Hola, so we're live and welcome to Clearing the Junk Out of Your Life webinar series and focusing on tools and techniques that can help you with anxiety and depression and just overcoming those feelings that you carry with you and are trying to get rid of, wondering why you feel that way, and just tools that you can use to help you gradually, eliminate that memory in the nervous system of depression and anxiety. But today, webinar number 7. No, today's number 8, actually, because there's just 2 more left after this one. Focusing on moving the body and breathing and just how important that is. So right now, it's getting hot in Mexico, so don't mind me. I'm a little bit warm. So breathing, let's just start with a simple breathing technique. We're going to do some normal breathing. Sitting up nice and tall. Just rest your hands in your lap. So if you're sitting in a chair or you're sitting on the floor, you can find some position that's comfortable and cross the legs or have them straight out in front of you. So just inhaling, sitting up nice and tall. Deep breath in and then exhale slow. And just bring your awareness to that subtle breath as you feel it moving in through the nostrils, down the back of the throat, into the chest, through the lungs. One more slow, deep breath in. Then you're going to bring your right thumb to your right nostril, and we're going to close that nostril. So we're just going to focus on some single nostril breathing. The index, middle finger can come to the brow center, the third eye, and we'll inhale and exhale through the left side. So inhale. Exhale. Just nice, calm, even breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Just doing 5 more breaths like this. Inhale. One more. Bring the hands down, take a deep breath in through both nostrils. And exhale nice and slow. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a towel here because I'm sweating. So how do you feel? How do you feel after you tune into that subtle breath? Just think about it for a second. Let me back 1 second. Okay, so plus the sun is setting and it's coming in directly at me. So anyways, we'll get on with the breathing. So what the single nostril breathing does is going to relax the right brain, and that's where we spend a lot of time thinking. So if your mind, if you have monkey brain, the chatter just doesn't stop. You're always thinking, have to be, very orderly and have things lined up perfectly. This is the part of the brain that is always thinking. So we want to activate the left brain just to use that more, our spiritual side and just our creative side of the brain is going to help calm the brain. So just keeping the left, right brain balanced. So breathing, that's something that our body will, disease cannot live in an oxygenated environment. So throughout our lives, different emotional traumas, physical injuries, accidents, different things that happen to the body can become stagnant. That energy there just isn't flowing. The circulation isn't getting to the areas that it needs to and the tissues that it needs to. And same with the lymph. There's tons of different fluids, tissues, connective tissues that all work together. And if the oxygen isn't flowing there, because our breathing isn't, we don't really focus on our breathing. Most people don't really think they need to focus on their breathing because, it just happens automatically. But the body, when you're breathing in, the brain scans the body, the lungs will scan the body, and then as you exhale, it scans the body down. So when you're inhaling, it'll scan the subtle tissue, which would be your blood and your thoughts, your brain waves, and then as you exhale, it's going to scan the dense tissue, like your muscles and your bones. So if we're not breathing in life and taking things in fully, just accepting, embracing things, taking them in fully through the lungs, or exhaling fully, then we're going to have that shortage of oxygen and delivery through the body. So you really want to make sure that you're calm, focusing on the breathing. I mean, you don't have to be taking deep breaths through the day, all day, but just be aware of it and really focus on your exhaling and just letting things go. And a lot of people will develop those achy tension, achy muscles, achy joints because their body is lacking that oxygen. And so another thing that's really important is the water. Basically, most people are dehydrated and they really don't, they don't think that's what's causing their muscle problems or their joint problems or their lack of energy, headaches. We do not drink enough water as we nearly should. And, we should be constantly just carrying water with you, sipping on it all day long. And that is another thing that can cause the body to, create diseases. And we just want to be able to flush things out. So visualizing as your breath moves through the body, visualizing as you breathe, as you're drinking water, and, imagine that it's just getting to every little spot, every joint, every muscle, every cell of the body, just to rehydrate and oxygenate it. And I mean, 80% of how we do things is through our psychology, and 20% is mechanics. So basically, I'm reading this and it messed me up. Just want to make sure you're right. So, okay, I'll save that for later. It will come back to me. Breathing into the pain, breathing into the pain in the body, as you can take long, deep breaths in when you're stretching. So if you're doing any stretching for the pectoralis major muscles, as you're stretching, and you'll be stretching the muscle against a wall. So as I work with people one-on-one or in groups, we really focus on the stretching. I mean, the yoga classes as well, but we can do personal one-on-one, specific stretching, breathing, getting into that pain in the body so that it can really help heal, because sometimes it takes pain as well to, help the body feel better. It just didn't become this way overnight, and it's taken many years to develop different things, imbalances. So it might take, just as long to, not usually just as long, but it'll take some time and some work and some pain to work through the body, work through those muscles and tissues to help release things and let things go, so that you can feel comfortable in your body and you can, feel good throughout the day, through your life. So breaking up nerve patterns as well. So as you're breathing, like I said, the lungs are scanning the body. It affects the nervous system. It's going to calm the body down. And with yoga and breathing meditation, which is why I started with the nostril breathing, there's many, many breathing techniques, which I have a 90-day plan on my website, unwindwithmelissa.com, which has 12 yoga videos and 12 meditation lessons that are videos that teach you exactly what to do with over 10 breathing techniques. So they're all different ones for anxiety, for more energy, to balance the brain, calm the body if you can't sleep, give you, like I said, give you more energy, bring more blood flow through the body. And as you're breathing, you're breaking up patterns in the nervous system. So our nerves are what hold our habits and how we think as well. There's, every thought we have, there's an electrical impulse, that frequency that goes through the body. And these can be stored in all tissues. So depending on your emotions and what area of the brain it is, it can be stored in the bones, it can be stored in the connective tissue, it can be stored in organs, endocrines, and all that kind of stuff. So with Body Talk, that is something I focus on, is really, I listen to your body and it tells me what's a priority to comes up that day to be healed. So that's how Chinese medicine, it works with the organs, the yin and the yang, which hollow organs and dense organs will go together. So they're all different matching ones. The Chinese clock and the meridian cycles all work together to keep your body activated and I mean, it's an amazing thing. The system knows, you know, each organ was developing into a liver cell or a heart cell, your intestines. They know exactly what their jobs are. And it's just amazing how nature works. It's a beautiful thing. Moving your body. So we just talked about breathing and hydration, getting that through the body, through the tissues, and visualizing it is a very powerful thing. So that's where I was going with the psych part and the mechanics. So 80% is psych, right? It has to do with our psychology, the way we think. And I mean, that's why athletes visualize their bobsled routes. You know, they visualize their running, they visualize their basketball plays, so they know exactly. They're training their nervous system. You know, it's not like it's when they're doing it for the first time and they've already practiced it in their mind. It's, you know, when they come to the court or they come to the time of the event, it's, you know, it's not quite as shock for them. So their body, you know, knows what to expect. So moving the body, as you're doing any kind of stretches, yoga, you know, whatever it is, walking, any kind of sports, whatever it is, you're massaging your organs. So it's interesting that the thoracic cage only has so much room in it. So as you're twisting and moving and, you know, bringing your legs up, arms, you're, you know, undoing patterns and stress, tension in the body, and you're massaging your organs. So the thoracic cage, I like to describe in yoga as a water balloon. So as you're moving and you push, you know, the body pushes one way, or the rib cage rotates one way, the organs are also going to be moving on the inside of the body. So you want to imagine that they all have a nice glide between each organ, between each gland as well, and all the layers of your muscles and your tissue. So you want to imagine that they're all glide and they move with a nice lubrication in between, because you don't want to have those stagnant, stuck areas. You know, that's when digestive troubles happen and all that kind of stuff. So visualizing is very, very, very powerful. We'll talk a little bit about acid alkaline now, because I'm going to talk about, actually, when I was at Awesomeness Fest, we did this exercise with Sonia Choquette, and she works with a lot of energy healing, and she's been in, what documentary was it? Emotions, I think. I think she's in that one. It's on Food Matters TV. Is it foodmatters.com or foodmatterstv.com? So you can find it on there. And it talks about how emotions affect the body and you know, affect our frequencies outside of us as well, and just, you know, how it affects how we create our world around us. But anyways, I was at Awesomeness Fest here in Puerto Vallarta in November, and we did this exercise. It actually was only 15 minutes long, and it seemed like it was way longer. She played us through a 7-minute meditation. It was just, you know, quiet Tibetan type music, and then she got us to stand up. And every time she paused, the music would pause, and we'd have to stand in like a different stance. So do something different, and every time you have to make up a new move or a new pause, a new position to stand in. And what that is doing is it's releasing all this stuff. It's, you know, undoing your feeling like you look silly in front of people, or worried about what people think of you, being judged, and, you know, bringing out your inner child. So it's undoing all that stuck stuff and like allowing you just to be free and releasing any crap that we have inside of us. So it's really changing our DNA as well. And that is something huge. You know, our DNA is affected by what we think. And Bruce Lipton, he The Biology of Belief, a documentary that Bruce Lipton did. We can't do anything about our DNA and our genes, and people think they don't need to do anything about it because they cannot control it. But our life unfolds from all the programming since we're little, right? Since we were conceived. Our words and thoughts affect our DNA, and they literally can shut off, almost shut off and on our DNA. So different things in the body will switch off with different belief systems. And like I talked about in the past webinars, when we have emotional charges in the body that are still affecting us from past memories. Because when you repeat those memories, regrets or sad experiences, happy, joyous experiences, we are the brain actually it's happening now, right? So the brain doesn't know the difference. If you are thinking of past memories, it's playing as a picture, replaying over and over and over. So that has a charge and it affects the body. So through access bars, body talk, tapping techniques, emotional freedom technique, yoga, breathing, just moving the body, we're going to help undo those things. And anxiety and depression it helps, these things will help it a lot. But they don't work if you don't do them. So, and every day is going to be different, So if you feel like, if you don't do some of the things that you plan to do, don't be hard on yourself. But just pick a few things that you want to try and get started with. And doing something is better than doing nothing. But don't let that stick with you. Doing something is better than nothing. But don't make it just a 5-minute, poor little effort. Just put some effort into it and make sure that you keep track and keep adding 5 minutes extra to your exercises or pushing yourself through another couple of reps. When you're lifting weights, run a couple more blocks, walk a couple more blocks. Just keep pushing yourself because the body begins to plateau, and you always want to keep growing. You always want to keep stimulating the brain, the nervous system, and keeping you young. And myself, from having anxiety, depression, on and off, I wasn't on medication, but I did go for anxiety meds probably in 2007, 2008. And I threw them up, and I took them once, and I threw it up, and I knew 20 minutes later that my body didn't want that. So what I knew is that they send you home with a bottle, pills that says take 3 times a day or with food or whatever, and may cause this and this and this. So I'm like, why am I going to take this when the side effects are worse than what I feel I have or what I feel is going on with my body and my mind. And then I started going for body talk treatments. So that was 7 years ago, and now I've been doing body talk for almost 5 years. So I started taking the courses and wanting to help other people with it. And it's a beautiful thing because it can be done long distance. So no matter where you are, your body and your matrix, your energy is accessible from wherever. So, those emotions and the energy are going to be there no matter where you are physically. And so I can connect with anybody online, and it's amazing. I've had amazing results with clients from back home, being in Vallarta here, and clients back in Canada, Australia, all over really that I've had the pleasure to work with. So let's go to, so talk a little bit about DNA, acid alkaline. And last week, Kim and I talked about the cleanse, the 30-day cleanse, and why it's important to, really give your body what it needs. And that the soil and things nowadays really don't provide us with as much, or food with as much nutrients as it needs. So the 30-day cleanse is a nutritional superfood cleanse that isn't a cleanse where you starve yourself at all. There's different cleanses, I've chatted about them. But this one just provides you with all the nutrients, vitamins, and trace minerals that we might not get. So every organ and every body part and tissue needs other and different vitamins to keep it going. So basically, if you are feeling, not feeling comfortable in your skin, you're feeling tired, you're feeling bloated, you're feeling achy, sore, headachy, it could be your acid alkaline levels in the body. And you can measure it through urine or your saliva, but it's not as accurate as the blood. Your body will break down more in the acid state. So protons are acidic, and electrons are alkaline, which provide an oxygen-rich place to live. It's a great environment. So cancer and diseases cannot live in an oxygenated environment, a non-acidic environment. So going green, veggies, a lot of greens, green juices, green, tons of green salads, green on your plate, at least half of it, eat a lot of greens, a lot of veggies. So there's, a lot of weight loss problems can be because of an acidic body. So our fat protects us, and if we're over acidic, it gets rid of the water quickly. You keep feeding yeast, and that eats your nutrients. So these microorganisms keep eating your sugar. You're starving yourself of nutrients, and you need to cleanse these out. So over time, as that acid is in there, it's just not allowing your body to absorb water and all the nutrients it needs to process this out. So by doing a cleanse and switching over to eating green, lean, organic foods, and taking more meat out of your diet, if you really can work on that. Fish is one of the best. I know animal protein is like another protein that we can get, but there are the whey protein, milk protein that can give us some extra protein in our diets as well. And I mean, chickpeas, veggies have a lot more protein than we think too. So keep that in mind. So we basically want to deal with the source of the problem, because the cause of it is obviously overeating and not taking care of ourselves. But an acidic body will attack our smooth muscles, our arteries, veins. The body will collect cholesterol, fatty acid metabolism decreases. So the way your body processes fat, it isn't functioning as well. You lack energy, your toxins, there's toxins throughout your whole system, heart problems, cardiovascular problems, or respiratory problems, blood pressure. So avocados can stabilize blood sugar, green vegetables and almonds, avoiding pork, turkey, eggs, shrimp, seafood, they're all acidic. Bread will also create acid, so eat more greens. Eat and allow yourself to have cheat days, because if you're eating clean all the time, you could end up falling off and eating just a whole bunch of crap. So do allow yourself to eat a little bit of fun stuff. But you'll notice more and more as you start to switch over to that side of really paying attention to how you feel when you eat, and how your body feels, how your energy is, how your mood is. You'll start to notice that you can't eat that junk as much as you used to be able to. So drinking water in the morning, again, after you are fasting all night, it's important to boost your metabolism. It flushes out the entire system, and that will help break down acid in the body as well. So, and you want to do this because it decreases aging. Like, why wouldn't you want to preserve your organs and preserve the tissues in your body? And every body fluid in the body has a different pH level as well. So, just take your energy to the next level. Cleanse, you can get a hold of me and we can talk about the cleanse. We can talk about some online coaching, things that would be perfect for you to get your lifestyle on track. Just, maybe you need some tuning, maybe you need some energy healing, some lifestyle coaching as well. We can put something together and, get you on a cleanse, get your energy back, get your digestion feeling good, and just provide your body with what it needs. So sometimes it's good just to do a cleanse, and this is a cleanse that provides you with meals that, and then you have your snacks, and then you have your one fully cooked, well balanced meal a day that you would cook. So it's not like a laxative cleanse. And you're going to be, the body's going to be slowly working internally. The visceral organs, it's going to help remove the fat. It's going to slowly shed the fat in areas that your body needs it. So it's going to, of course, do what it needs to first. And also, so if your body is too alkaline, your body can have trouble absorbing minerals, like cramps in your calves, heart arrhythmias, and you'll crave sugar or sweets. Calcium can come out of tissues and deposit on the bones. Cataracts, twitching on the eyelid, breathing excessively, allergies. That alkaline state can cause, like you said, bone spurs or low thyroid. It can affect your immune system. And so just keeping that balanced diet. And if you're not eating, this is why it's important if you need to lose weight and you want to you want to lose weight, to not starve yourself, because the body goes into ketosis, which is a breakdown of fat or proteins in the body. And yeah, so basically people think, if I eat less, I'm going to lose more weight, but your body is going to start to break down what it needs, the muscles and your body building blocks. So if you're exercising more, getting more movement things throughout your day, get more protein in your body so that you have the building blocks that you need, those amino acids. And you don't want your body to go back into ketosis, because then when you do eat, it's going to store everything and it's going to keep everything, because it's not sure when it's going to get it again. And they'll go to our trouble areas. So basically, that's what we'll talk about today. Just moving your body. It's important to get the breath through there. And it's just simple, visualizing, breathing. If you want to go through my 12 meditation videos, let me know. Go to unwindwithmelissa.com. You can go to join today and it will take you right in there. So you can pay monthly, you can pay yearly, and we can even chat more about what it entitles. There's a meal plan in there, a couple meal plans, and a whole diet guide, as well as 12 other webinars that go with each week, different topics, and a lot more details on organs, endocrines, the meanings of each organ, the body parts, and how they connect with the emotions. So that's a really interesting webinar. And so, yeah, there's a lot more on there as well. But keep in mind how simple it is to, carry water with you, drink lots of water, focus on your breathing, and get your body moving, because all these things are, depending where you get your water, are free. And, you have access to it all the time. So you can move your body and do many things without weights, without having to go to the gym. If you really have are looking to lose a lot of weight, and you might need eventually to get to the gym, work with a personal trainer. I work with people on Skype as well to get them started at home and just doing basic things. So I hope that you'll contact me and we'll get started on helping you live and feel your best and get more energy. So yes, let's tune you up. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys soon. Next Sunday, I will have Jody here, Jody James, and her and I were started Satori Sisters, so we did some solo retreats, and next year I'll keep you posted on some dates that are going to be directed towards yoga, wellness, and health, and then some cleansing, as well as another girl, Stephanie, and I are going to be working together in the lab, but we're going to hold a couple of retreats for wellness and building business online. So it's going to help. We're going to help teach you how to do a little bit more with your business if you're starting business online and looking for tips and ways to advertise, Facebook, social media, and your marketing, and how to get everything in order so you can live the life that you truly, truly want and create those dreams. So keep your body moving. Put on a song and dance and do something crazy, move your body in all kind of ways and positions, and just let loose. So have a good night. Do some single nostril breathing before you go to bed. Just calm the body. And we'll talk to you guys next week.